Oh, I'm Dr. Salus. According to the Heart Association, eating less salt is healthier. However, salt, like cholesterol, is a necessary component of our bodies. This is because it keeps electrolytes in balance and regulates osmotic pressure. It also affects nerve and muscle function. In this video, we'll first discuss the problems created by excessive salt consumption, followed by the problems caused by eating too little salt. I mentioned previously that salt in processed foods, aside from natural salt, should not be excessive, correct? Consuming excessive salt can induce inflammation, upset the hormonal system, and harm the heart, brain, and kidneys. It also promotes Helicobacter pylori infection, which can lead to stomach cancer and is connected with obesity. However, the threshold for being too salty is higher than you may expect. More than 17.5 grams of salt per day might be considered excessive. This time, let's look at the issue of consuming foods that are too little salty. The standard is 7.5 gram or less per day. Orthostatic hypotension is possible, as is easy weariness. Sleep issues may also arise. Also, 1 hour of exercise removes almost 4 grams of salt from your body. This is the American Heart Association's suggested daily consumption of salt. In other words, too little salt might cause dehydration. Salt makes food taste less sweet. So, if you simply try to minimize salt, you will find yourself earning more sweetness and consuming more sugar and fructose. In reality, sugary foods are at the foundation of chronic diseases, but I believe salt is taking a battering instead. A low salt diet promotes insulin resistance. This indicates that fat can accumulate. Obesity and diabetes may really rise. Must remember that if we overdo one ingredient, the body will respond with a compensating activity. If you just eat it raw, the bones will release sodium to keep blood vessels stable. A problem emerges at this point. The magnesium and calcium within the bones are depleted. You become magnesium deficient. Calcium from bones enters blood arteries and becomes trapped there. What's this? This marks the beginning of arteriosclerosis. There is not a single country in the world that follows the World Health Organization's recommendation of 5 grams per day. One of the reasons is that eating raw is biologically impossible. This is because the brain controls our desire to ingest salt. When you cut back on salt, your kidneys notice right away. Then angiotensin and aldosterone hormones are secreted. The neurological system picks up on this signal, activating the desire to eat salt in the brain. Sometimes you need to eat a lot of salt. It is orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. This is a sickness in which the pulse rate exceeds 120 beats per minute, but the blood pressure does not change upon awakening. They say it can happen in up to 1 out of every 100 people. So it's not uncommon, right? If you eat less salty, try increasing your salt consumption to around 12 grams per day. It can lower heart rate by increasing plasma volume and decreasing norepinephrine levels when standing. Another symptom is a brief loss of consciousness known as vasovagal syncope. It is so frequent that 3 out of every 10 people experience it at some point in their lives. Increasing saltiness is one technique to treat this problem. Last time, we talked about where the moderation in salt intake was 10 to 15 grams per day. Please regulate the amount of salt carefully with a concentration on natural salt. Maintain moderation by reducing artificial salt in processed foods. This time, we learned about the mechanism that causes damage to our bodies when we consume too much or too little salt. So, please take care of your health until we meet next time. Salud.